Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. This is Samantha. Today I'm actually doing my first Cricut Imagine card, and I'm going to be using the Best Friends cartridge, and I'm kind of excited because this will be my first official card. So hopefully it'll come out the way I'm envisioning it to come out. Of course, I don't know since this will be my first time, but I actually went to a birthday party a little bit ago, last weekend actually. And I didn't get a chance to pick up a present, so I'm working on a belated birthday card, and I wanted to use the Best Friends because it was for a little girl who just turned 5, so I wanted to use the Best Friends cartridge for that. Okay, so I've decided her birthday party was actually a swim party, so I've decided that I wanted to use the little swimming girl. But the only problem is the swimming girl that comes on the cartridge is her, and the little girl does not look like her. So I'm hoping what I can do is pick the doll that looks a little like her, which will probably be this little girl with the two pigtails, or the curly pigtails, and then instead of using like the soccer outfit, see if I can use the floaty that's on this one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I know for my card I want to use one of these pre-folded cards. I have a pack of them that I got from Michael's a long time ago, so I'm going to use one of these. Ouch, excuse me. And the dimensions are actually 6.5 by 5 for this little pre-folded card. So I want to put a mat and then put another mat on top of it, and then use one of the little scalloped mats to go on top of that. So the first thing I'm going to go to is the preloaded shapes. And I'm going to scroll over, and I'm not completely sure, I've seen these on here before, but I'm not completely sure how to use them. The 1x2, the 2x3, and the 3x5. So it's a rectangle card, and I think 3x5 is probably the most rectangular I can see. And if it's a little too big, I'll just trim it with my trimmer. So I'm going to choose that one. And I want to make that brown, so we'll choose the brown that comes with the cartridge, the Best Friends cartridge, so it can match all the other papers. So we're going to hit apply, and then I want to do another square, and I really like this striped paper right here, so we'll hit apply for that. And then I want to go over and use this shape. And then I want to do that one. There's this really pretty yellow pattern. I think that's it right there. Yes. And I want to hit apply. So before I go too far though, I need to make sure my dimensions are okay. So let's edit that because I forgot to do that. And that's going to take some getting used to. So I want the brown to be at least 6.5, at least 5 inches tall, because I want it to cover all the white. So I'll go on and set this to, I'll set this to 5. And like I said, if it's going to be too, because the only thing is it's hard to determine how wide it'll be. So I'm just going to go on and set it to 5. Okay, hit apply. And then of course I want the stripe to be just a little bit smaller. And I think 6.25 by 4.75 will give me a good match. So I'll go on and move this down to 4.8 because it only goes in 0.1 increments. Can't do the 0.15. Okay, then I'll hit apply. And then for this one's going to be tricky because I won't be able to trim this one if something happens, if it's too big, because it'll lose the shape. So I'm just going to go on and make this one 4.5, and hopefully that'll be, okay, 4.5, and I hit apply. What did I do wrong? Okay, for some reason I have 2 on here, so let me delete that one. Let me make sure this one is, I see what I'm doing wrong. I need to go to that one and hit edit. Okay, I did the wrong one. So let's put that one down to 4.5. Sorry about that. And that's that. I've had this one, I've had the Imagine for over maybe 2 weeks now actually. And the most I've done is just cut some fun stuff just to play around with it, but nothing serious. So, okay, so the items are on my mat, and it shows it as on 2. Wow, that is big. That shouldn't be bigger than that one. So I'm going to adjust this one a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, that's because it's on the wrong size. Okay, let's put it on 4.7. Okay, we're applying. Because it should be smaller than... That's one good thing about being able to see the matte. See, so you could see that it should be a little bit smaller than that one, of course. And then, of course, we have the yellow. So I like those colors. Those are going to be really pretty. Okay, so let me get ready to do this. Okay, so I'm going back to my preloaded cartridge. And I'm going to go over to the cute little doll that I think looks like my son's friend, which is actually my friend's daughter. So I'm going to go and edit her. And what I've noticed about her while it's thinking is that she does have what I'm going to call a tankini, because underneath her soccer uniform, she has like a tank top and cute little underwear. So I'm going to call that a tankini, and that'll be her bathing suit. So what we'll do is we'll go to layers, and then we're going to apply all of them. And then what I'll do is just go through and delete the layers I don't need, because of course all I need is her, because I'm going to use her as like she's got a bathing suit on. We don't need any tennis shoes, because one good thing about bathing suits is you don't need shoes for them. And so I do know I want to make the little girl 4 inches tall, because I want her to fit inside the little yellow mat. So making her 4 inches, and once again I just deleted all of her layers, so it'll just be her, which has like the little tankini, I'm calling it. Okay. So now I need to go over to the little girl that does have the bathing suit and the floaty, and we're going to edit that, and I'm going to make sure I put the layers on, because I'm actually going to take the goggles right here and the floaty and use that. So we're going to make sure we have that at 4 inches so that we can make sure it fits my 4-inch doll. Go to layers, hit apply, so all of those will be on there. And I'm not going to worry about changing the colors, because when you change the colors on some of these features, it completely changes the look. Like if some of the girls have highlights and texture lines on the hair, and if you change it to like a black or whatever, you'll lose all that detail. So okay, I'm gonna delete that one. And so I like to leave them, you know, pretty much like they are. There's only a couple things I like to change, but I do like to leave them like they are. Okay, so let's go to next. And I think I'm done with all of my layers. So I have, once again, the brown mat, the stripe mat, and then this mat will go on top of the stripe mat. And then I have my little girl with her floaty and her goggles. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. So I'll go on and get this cut, and then we can start assembling it. So you go to next. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, please excuse my desk. It's pretty messy. I've got a couple projects I'm working on. But so I got all my layers cut out. So this ended up being a little too big, so I did trim it so that it'll fit that. And then I'll put this in the camera view. Then I'll put this mat on top, which I was hoping the browns matched the brown on the stripe, but it doesn't match exactly, but it still gives it a pretty backdrop. And then I have this yellow, which I actually cut out at a good size to fit in between there to go on top. So that's how it'll look. And then I have my little girl, and discovered glossy accents from another YouTuber, and I can't remember her name right now, but I went on and glossy accented, if that's a word, the goggles, so it'll have like a little shine shimmer to it. Kind of gives it a look like an epoxy sticker, or maybe like it's wet, which is like kind of perfect for, you know, a swimming pool type pic. So I'm going to place the goggles. Like I said, even though they don't go with this little girl, we're going to still put them on her. And then look at that, the floaty cut out, and it actually goes on here perfectly. So I think, let me give you a close up here. So I think that's one good feature of this cartridge, is even though you don't have to use the paper doll, I'm calling it a paper doll, I'm sorry, the Best Friends doll that came with the outfit. The dolls are pretty much the same size, so you could just, you know, get your different layers and change your outfit if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to go on and glue this down. I also actually have a piece of ribbon that I'm going to put around it. And okay guys, I'm sorry about that. So I've tied my bow on here, and I just kind of freehanded it. And if you wanted to, you could probably adhere it down here so you can make sure it doesn't move. But since it's see-through, I don't want the glue to kind of show through. And I think once I put her down on here, it'll cover it up. So Once again, I really hate that I did that so much. But like I said, one good thing about the Imagine is I could just cut some more paper if I wanted to and redo it. But I'm just going to be okay with it. So I think it still looks really nice. So I got my Recollection adhesive foam squares. I'm going to use, it's actually a brand new pack. I just got it from Michael's. But there's a couple companies that sell these. The one thing I like about these is that they come in the different sizes, so I can use the small or the large. And another thing I like about these, because I've gotten quite a bit from a different couple companies, is they go all the way to the edge. The other ones, sometimes they'll have like what I consider wasted space. It'll be like an edge or the insides, and then I'll end up cutting those out using those too, because I don't like to waste a lot. So I'm going to use the big ones for... Actually, will that work? Yeah, okay, I'll use the big ones for her ponytails just to give her that. And then put one down here. Just gotta make sure you don't see them on the other side. Okay, sorry about that. Man, I can't get it together today. Okay, so I'm going to go on and use my Martha Stewart all-purpose adhesive gel. Just to dab a little on there. Put that at the top. Or like I said, you can run it through your Xyron if you have one. And so I like how that looks because it really gives it like a wet feel. If you could see the little, let's see, can you see the little, I don't know if you, oh, you might could see it there, the little shimmer from the Glossy Accents. And if you don't know what Glossy Accents is, this is what it looks like. And it's normally where the Tim Holtz Distress ink and stuff is at. It's in the same section at Michael's. I'm not sure about Hobby Lobby, but they sell a crackle paint too. But I mean a crackle one too, but I haven't used that one. So anyway, that's that. Then I'm going to go on and put. And one thing I did notice about this best friend doll is that she has both her hands down, and on the one that comes with this one of the hands is up. So what I'll probably do is just put one hand above it a little bit and leave one hand behind it so you can see the details. So there you go. There she is. And now that I think about it, I'm going to go on and put this dimensional dot instead of on her hand, put it on the floaty. So I should have done that first. And then I'll put another one right here. Okay, so it's all together. So there we go. So let me get this all taped down and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay guys, here is my finished project, and I really like it. Again, I like the glossy accent feel. I'm wondering if I could have went on and put it on the floaty as well, because it could have gave it a wet look as well. But here's an up close. Hopefully it's not too blurry. But again, just done with my Cricut Imagine, and it's going to be a birthday card for a little girl that just turned 5. And I really like these colors, and since this is my first Cricut Imagine project, I really like how it turned out. So it's a bit of a learning curve, but I'm willing to learn. So I'm glad you can join me today. And if you have any questions or any comments about it, please let me know. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.